Well, hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. It's Keisha. Welcome and welcome back. We are on day 6 of our Lenten lessons. So let's go ahead and settle down, close our eyes, and take a deep breath in and out. Adjusting, getting ourselves comfortable in our seat, shaking off the day, the morning. Deep breath in, feeling present, and out. Your attention is now localized in this time and space. See a column of bright light coming down around you. Breathe in that bright light. Feel it quickening all that it touches. Feeling ourselves made whole. Quickened, sparkling, radiant. With our inner eyes open, with our heart open, our mind at peace and receptive. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Great. So, day 6. I believe is, yes, faith. So the reading is from Hebrews 11, verses 1 through 12. And I think for the duration of these, I'm going to switch over to the King James Bible. My Lamsa is struggling over there with some pages. So, Hebrews 11, 1 through 11. Okay. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased God. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not yet seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into the place which he should after receive for inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is God. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky and the multitude, as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. That's a lovely recounting of all who have demonstrated faith and rewarded therein. I'm going to come back to that. That's quite the illustrious list. And so then, faith, Charles Fillmore. Faith is the perceiving power of the mind linked with the power to shape substance. It is spiritual assurance, the power to do the seemingly impossible. It is a force that draws to us our heart's desire right out of the invisible spiritual substance. It is a deep inner knowing that that which is sought is already ours for the taking, the assurance of things hoped for. Faith, working in spiritual substance, accomplishes all things. This is the faith that cooperates with creative law, exercised in spiritual consciousness. It finds its abode, and without variation or disappointment, it brings results that are seemingly miraculous. Faith in the reality of things spiritual, develops the faith center in man's brain. When the mental eye is illuminated with faith, it sheds a radiance that hovers like a halo around the head and extends in lessening degree throughout the whole body. When thine eye is single, thy whole body also is full of light. The halo that the early artists painted around the heads of the saints was not imaginary, but real. This illuminating power of faith covers the whole constitution of man, making him master of all the forces centering about spiritual consciousness. I realize that my faith in the invisible is building a real abiding substance in my mind and in my body. Spiritual ideas grow quickly when planted in the rich soil of the mind, and my body temple changes accordingly. And so now I affirm, I have faith in the glorious infusion of the more abundant life of Christ vitalizing me. I am lifted up and healed. So let us go into this day with faith and come back tomorrow. We'll see you.